Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of the Between the Numbers podcast. We've got some very exciting news this week. Obviously, you guys know on this podcast we're big fans of our main man, Jay Cutler. And he has come out of retirement to sign with the Dolphins on a one-year deal to help them deal with their quarterback issue because Ryan Tannehill went down in training the other day. Also on the podcast, we're going to talk about we're going to give you our predictions for the NFL 2017 season. But are we doing just up until what the records are? Well, yeah, just going to see what everyone's
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, cool.
yeah. Just kind of like look at
We'll look at the
yeah,
playoff
and then
teams, but we won't go any further because we'll leave that save for the episode before the season starts.
yeah.
And then we can look back on it and see how good we are. We should probably do that for last season as well. See how wrong we were.
Oh,
That would be funny. Anyway, right, should we get into this? Jay Cutler, obviously former cornerback of the Chicago Bears, has he wasn't really. Did he officially retire? I think so.
so he did officially retire, but what his retirement was essentially him saying that he signed to be a commentator with Fox, but he never initially
Mm.
said that's well, he did kind of announce. He more announced he was going to be a Fox Sports commentator, but he's kind of got the. I would say this is the only offer that would get him to come out of retirement is this to go like hook up again with Adam Gase, the one coach. I think still his statistically best season was under Adam Gase, and
Mm.
that was with like when half the Chicago offense was injured as well. So yeah, like he's got himself a good deal. I can't wait to see him in the NFL. Like I love him.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying
Oh
like
yeah.
before the podcast, he made an epic joke during his first press conference where he said that it doesn't matter that he hasn't been training because as a quarterback he just has to throw and the rest doesn't really matter. So he seems like he's ready. Can't wait. Like I think the Dolphins are more of an exciting team with Jay Cutler than Ryan Tannehill.
I'm excited because, well, I mean, I'm a big Jay Cutler fan. Just because I don't know, he's just so great. He just
He's so
doesn't
good
seem
looking
to
as well.
like, he doesn't seem to care. And just slings the football around. And we really he definitely deserves getting the MVP one time. So maybe this will be the year. I no longer buy into the fact that any team he plays with are going to be amazing. But maybe you'll see. I think the Dolphins are slightly better.
Yeah, like
With Jay
I
Cutler,
think it
just ever so slightly. I would think so.
I think there's more like let's say with Ryan Tannehill, there's more unknown. He could have a higher upside than
Mm,
Jay Cutler, but there's a lot we haven't seen from Tannehill yet, and we were starting to see that last season. So, but then with Jay Cutler, he's been in the league a long time, and you know what you're going to get, and also you know that the coach who's there is the guy who can get the best out of Jay Cutler, and he's also experienced. He's been to the playoffs. Um, and he kind of he makes the team like a little bit more watchable. Like if you go on like any like if you're bored, like Google like top 20 Jay Cutler throws. Like he has some awesome plays. Like he's an exciting quarterback to watch.
he
Like
can
way
sling
more
the
exciting.
football. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got a great arm
he's
on him. Probably one of the best in the league. Um, I mean, it's just like he will always sling it. Like like he'll want to throw all those interceptions in a game, but it makes it exciting because there's always gonna be plays because Jay Cutler is on the pitch.
yeah,
I mean, sure,
and
it'll be
like
plays for the defense, but um, he
he
makes the
could,
good ones.
yeah. It's also like he's in a really good spot here in Miami because like people forget they have a loaded offense. Like they got Jay Ajayi, is their running back who obviously like set a bunch of records last season. Jarvis
Mm.
Landry, Kenny Stills, Devontae Parker,
Like they got a team ready for
um,
him, like ready
Julius
for someone to take
Thomas.
care of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the team wanted the Dolphins. Something was in the air that they wanted Jay Cutler, and I mean like the Tannehill injury is really weird. Like there's no structural damage to his knee. He just needs to recover and have it like rebuilt or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. It's just that just that he could be out. He could be out for the season, although there's no real like the medical thing why he's going to be out for the season. He's just it's just that
Yeah,
his knee is just concerning him. Which I think that for this as well, this play that the Dolphins have made. Doesn't I think they saw what they had in Matt Moore in the playoff game last season against pretty sure who they played. They get Steelers now.
Yeah, they played against the Steelers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they weren't. I mean, he was. Jay Cutler's better. Matt Moore was probably there. He's the solid backup. But if you want to be pushing for the playoffs, then you have a bigger upside than with Jay Cutler than Matt Moore, for sure.
Yeah, like that's one thing for sure. Like Matt Moore, he's a serviceable back. Give you like a few good games, but like he's not going to take you to the playoffs. Like that's
and
one
the
thing for sure.
Dolphins are looking
won't
at a
really-
team going to the playoffs. They want to be in the playoffs, so they want to. I agree with you there. Like Matt Moore's not going to take you to that. He'll do well, yeah. But Jay Cutler maybe has the. I mean, he's been to the NFC Championship game, so.
Yeah, people always forget that. Like he's done some good things. Like he's not just like a standard. Like there's a reason why he was the starter in Chicago for so long, and why he keeps getting starting jobs, because like I think he's better than people make him out to be. But he's in terms of his stats, he's an above average NFL starting quarterback. So like all the hate that he gets is kind of stupid, because he's the one.
And he's been on such a rubbish team.
Yeah, like that Chicago team he's been on, like they've had injuries so long, and the years where they have been fit, they've played well and they've gone to the playoffs. And
the what I think is the most important thing for the quarterbacks is the offensive line in Chicago is probably, apart from Carl Long, the guard, is probably one of the worst offensive lines in NFL right now. And if you can't protect your quarterback, then what do you really want him to do?
Yeah. And you got to remember that in Miami, he's going to have the gas mask wearing legend that is Laremy Tunsil protecting him.
I forgot about that. I forgot that was hilarious.
So at least we know that his offensive line won't have trouble breathing. But no, but they do. They've got a decent offensive line in Miami. Like let's say it's Mike Pouncey as well, Laremy Tunsil, and a couple other guys around there. So yeah, like. Oh, man, I can't contain how excited I am about this. Like,
I know. I was just saying to you before. Yeah, exactly. And I was saying to you beforehand the podcast that I can't remember what week it is, but I'm very excited. It's week 4. There is a London game, and the Miami Dolphins are playing in London. I know I've got tickets for one of the games. I can't remember which one it is though. And there's 4 in London this year. I think. Or was there 4 in London last year?
There was 4 in London. I think there's 4 this year as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is actually. Yeah, no, there is. Yeah, there's 4 in London. So we've got some stuff to look forward to, and I'm definitely going to try and see if I can get a Jay Cutler. Like Jay Cutler Miami Dolphins stop. That would be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
That would definitely mean that I would definitely have the Dolphins as my like AFC team, I feel. Even though it's between them and the Ravens, you know, Eric Weddle versus Jay Cutler. Which person do I like more? I don't know.
Yeah, I would. I mean, as a Patriots fan, I hate them both. You go wherever your heart takes you. But like, I mean, also like I'm excited as a Pats fan. Like, finally seeing this Cutler Brady Bowl that we've been after for years. Like the two great quarterbacks of the NFL of the 21st century going head to head.
Everyone's talking about Brady versus Rodgers, which hopefully we get to see sometime. But
this is bigger. This is bigger.
I mean, we get to see this twice a year. I can't wait.
Yeah. God, I mean, like, I think like the Dolphins, they could have like a serious thing on their hands if let's say Jay Cutler has a good season and then Tannehill comes back next year. Do you trade Tannehill, or do you get rid of Cutler, or do you I mean, so many potential moves. I mean, like, we could potentially have Teddy Bridgewater and Ryan Tannehill on different teams next season if things go to plan for other quarterbacks. That would be weird.
Yeah, true. Yeah, depending on being ousted by other quarterbacks. I mean, obviously you got Jay Cutler, who's 34 right now. So he's got some years left in him. Maybe obviously not coming to the end. I think this is more of a kind of like placeholder, because Ryan Tannehill is only 29, so he's like a good 5 years on him. But we'll see. This could be a placeholding moment for Jay Cutler, or this could be the revitalized career that we are about to see. Because obviously the age isn't really a number anymore when you have Tom Brady, who's just hit 40, winning 5 rings. So, you know, and potentially going and winning ring number 6.
Yeah. I mean, this could be his John Elway moment where he goes and wins 2 Super Bowls.
Exactly. Anyway, now that we're on to Super Bowl, should we talk? Should we move on to our predictions for this season?
Super uber massive predictions.
Oh yeah, our great predictions to who we have winning each division. But we're not going to go. Well, we have all the games here. All the games are popped up on our screen right now. I'm not going to go through every single one of the games like we did last year.
Yeah.
Although, so I'm just going to give you what the score, for each division, what do you call it? The stand overall. What are you?
The standings.
The standings. Yeah, the overall standings are predictions for the 2017 season.
Yeah.
Is there any league? Is there any division you want to start off with?
Let's start with
You
the
start with
AFC.
the AFC. Okay.
AFC East.
AFC East. Okay, here we go. All right. Do you want to kick us off? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't suppose we have the same team at number one, do we?
Well, I've got the New York Jets at number one.
Oh, do you? No way. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I actually have the Patriots with the reverse. What do you call it? Reverse. I've been working on my their reverse record that I've got for the Jets. So I've got the Jets at the bottom going 1-15.
Oh wow!
And then
Jets go
first,
is that one win against the Patriots?
No, I think it's against like the Browns or something. And then I got the Patriots first with 15-1, and the Dolphins second 6-10, and then the Bills second last 2-14.
You got 1-14, 2 and you got 1-15, 2-14, and then the Dolphins are 6-10.
6-10, 15-1
Wow!
Patriots.
Look at this bias towards the rest of your. That's outrageous.
Hey, the Dolphins have got we got hard schedules this year. I don't think these teams are going to pull through.
The Dolphins do have a pretty tough schedule, but I reckon
we're playing the South, the NFC South this year. Like that's a Super Bowl producing division.
Yeah, I mean it is four teams who could potentially go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and I mean I can't really say the same for the AFC East. Anyway, so for me for the AFC East, I've got okay. I'll start from number one. I've got you the New England Patriots. I've got you guys going 14-2 with losses to the Raiders and who had just come off to that game in Texas. Yeah, and then I've got you losing a Monday night game to the Dolphins in week 14 with Jay Cutler. It's in Miami, and you guys never really win in Miami. I don't know why, but I've got that as as like a trap game. For you guys already win the division, you're far ahead. Speaking of the Dolphins, they're second in this division, and I got the Dolphins with Jay Cutler going 9-7.
Okay,
I mean they go 9-7 every year, so yep, 9-7 again. I wrote that, and then here we go. We got the Jets and the Buffalo Bills each going 4-12. But I've got the Jets pipping the Buffalo Bills to third spot with a better record over the Jets over the Bills. So I got the Bills in the last spot, and then there you go. They're not doing too well. I mean 4-12 is all right. It's not really where either team wants to be, and I think this season might spell the end for Todd Bowles in New York.
Yeah.
I can't really see them going up in the world. Anyway, should we move on to one of the most exciting divisions? The AFC South, possibly the worst division in football. I can't really see many other people who could argue another season is another division is as bad. So I've got the top two teams here. I've got 9-7, 9-7, 8-8, and then 5-11.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is.
Okay.
It's all right. So here we go. I've got the. I'll go for you here right now. So I got the Texans winning the division again. That defense is just a bit too good, and I think they're kind of they've managed to win it every year with a rubbish quarterback. I don't really see any reason why they shouldn't be able to win it again. Then I've got the Tennessee Titans there in second, going 9-7, and they're just missing out by losing to Houston twice. I know. I'm sorry. Just missing out by losing to Houston twice. Then I have the Jags going. Sorry, no, I don't have the Jags. Sorry. Then I have the Indianapolis Colts going 8-8. Solid. I mean, Andrew Luck will be there for like some parts of the season, but he won't. And then I have our favorite Jacksonville Jaguars going 5-11, which is basically what they do every season.
Okay. That's an interesting choice. Right, I've got in first place, I've got the Tennessee Titans going 10-6, which gives them the third seed in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second place, I got the Indianapolis Colts going 9-7.
Oh,
And
9-7. Okay.
Third place, I got the Texans going 8-8. And I think
okay.
fourth, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars going 3-13. I think that Texans' luck of kind of riding their defense is going to run out this season. And I think the Titans will be. I've got a lot of hope for the Titans next season.
In them, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's going to pay off this year. They're going to be amazing.
Interesting. I mean, I can't. I know you're always super big on Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I'm just waiting for that one breakout year before I can get behind him. I mean, for the team, you know.
That's going to be next season.
I mean, there's your predictions for it. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the. Let's go to the AFC West here. One of the most who I think I got the number one seed in the AFC West here. In the Oakland Raiders, going 14-2, and only losing. Ooh. I know. I've got them beating you in Texas. And the only games they're losing are to the Kansas City Chiefs when they go to play them in Kansas, and against the Cowboys. When they play them in so they got two and that's in 2 weeks in a row. So they're gonna go to 13-0, then 13-2, and then pick it up to 14-2. Sorry, no, they're going 11-2. Sorry.
That's interesting.
So there you go. So I got them going 14-2. The Kansas City Chiefs going 13-3, coming in hot on second, but it's not good enough. With losses to the Patriots, the Raiders, and the Cowboys. The Chiefs missing out. Then I have quite a huge gap to 5-11 Denver Broncos, and then 4-12 LA Chargers, who don't manage to pick up a win in the division.
Oh, okay.
I know it's pretty rough for the Chargers there.
Yeah, it's. I mean, talk about a new factory of sadness. I think the new factory of sadness could be the LA Chargers. Just considering, like, they've already got a lot of injuries throughout their training camp, so I think your prediction could be pretty on point. But it's not too far of what I had. So I've got the Raiders winning as well, going 13-3, with losses. Their losses coming to the Redskins in week 3, the Giants in week 13, and the Chiefs in week 14.
The Giants, yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of options for debate on either side here.
Yeah.
But I agree. I perhaps agree with you there. I mean, I think the Raiders going through there. What did you have the Chiefs going again?
So I got the Chiefs second place, 12-4.
Okay.
And then Broncos third place, 7-9, and the Chargers fourth place, 5-11.
5-11.
So
more credit than I gave them.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the Raiders. That puts them at the second seed, and then puts the Chiefs as the fifth seed going into the playoffs. So,
okay, I can get behind that.
It's quite similar to the records that they had last season, to be fair.
All right, should we move on to the AFC North? This is the last division that I have in the AFC. Well, the last division we're going to come to. So I've got the 12-4 defending champions in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't really see much room for error here for the Steelers. I mean, they do have a few tough games, but I don't really see them losing too badly against other members in the division. With the only loss in the division I have is them playing against the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football when they go to Cincinnati, because that is always a crunch game. Then I have coming in at number 2 here. I always have my overhyped team. I always rate them highly. The Baltimore Ravens, 10-6, and I've got them beating out the 10-6 Cincinnati Bengals with 4 wins in the division over 2, and then the Cleveland Browns coming in with the number 1 spot. Actually, no, they'll have number 2 spot in the NFL draft, I think, this year. Because I got the Browns winning 3 games here.
Oh,
I
good for
know. I
the
gave them.
Browns.
I gave them some. I gave them some love. I got them winning I got them winning against the Chargers there. Because well, I don't really rate the Chargers that highly. Then I got the Browns beating the Jets, and I got the Browns beating the Colts in Week 3 because they won't have Andrew Luck then.
Ooh.
So there you go. I have the 13-3 Cleveland Browns. I mean, sorry, the 3-13 Cleveland Browns, not
Well,
13-3.
what was happening
I'm
there?
sorry.
Okay. Well, to be fair, my prediction is almost exactly the same, but we're one game away from having a perfect predict. So I've got at the top, I've got the Pittsburgh Steelers as well, going 11-5, makes them the third seed. And then second place, I got the Cincinnati Bengals taking the last seed in the playoffs, going 10-6. And then there's third place, the Ravens going 9-7,
Oh,
and
no,
then the Cleveland Browns going 3-13.
yeah, 3-13 is the one. The Browns, I think it's their
Yeah,
year. To
yeah.
at least
I
get
got them
more than
winning.
one win.
Yeah, well, I got them winning against the Jets in week 5,
Yeah, that's what I have.
and then
Yeah.
the Jags week
Oh, the
11,
Jags
and then winning against the Bears.
against the Bears. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
That could be a crunch game, that one, because they might not really have much to play for. So let's just go over. So I'm just gonna head over right here. So I've got the Oakland Raiders as the number 1 seed. Then I've got the New England Patriots, both on 14-2. Then for number three, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 4, we got the Houston Texans there. So I've got the Houston Texans hosting the number 5 seed in the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be... sorry, not the Cincinnati Bengals. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be traveling to face the number 3 seed, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So there you go. We're going to have another AFC North matchup there.
Mm.
I mean, it's pretty... Right, I'm very excited to move on to the NFC right now.
Okay.
Not that my team... not that I have any bias towards my team whatsoever.
Do you want to start with your division?
Yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with that. Okay, so I've got the 11-5 Carolina Panthers here, which makes total sense to me. Coming in strong, and then hitting up I got number 2 and number 3, both 9-7. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat out the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons. Who are both 9-7, and then I got the New Orleans Saints coming in at 7-9 at the end of the season.
Wow, your division is a lot less lopsided than mine.
Yeah, it's like it's grouped together,
I got the Falcons winning your division, going 11-5,
Terrible.
and then you coming second, also at 11-5.
Oh
But the
wow.
Falcons have got a 4-2 divisional record, and you've only got a 3-3 divisional record.
Oh no way.
But then weirdly, I then have the Bucks at 10-6, missing out on the playoffs, and then the Saints at 5-11.
Saints 5-11. I don't know. I can see the Saints coming back with some issues there, but Panthers come in 11-5 as well. Interesting. Very interesting division you got here for us.
Yeah,
With 3 teams getting 10 wins.
Yeah, that's not the only division in the NFC that I've got that going on.
Let's go to the next division in the NFC where you have 3 teams getting 10 wins.
NFC East.
Oh, I love it. Okay, let's go.
All right, so number 1, I've got the New York Giants going 11-5. Number 2, Dallas Cowboys going 10-6.
Okay.
And then number 3, the Washington Redskins also going 10-6. And then they miss out on the playoffs because of strength of victory, according to my marker on this
no
thing.
way. Strength of victory.
And then 4th is the Eagles going 8-8. So there's not a single losing record in the NFC East for me.
Oh wow, that's impressive. I have two losing records in the AFC East.
Ooh,
Sorry, in the NFC East. So I've got okay. Let's start from bottom up. So I got the Redskins coming in, propping up the division at 6-10. Then the Eagles 7-9, just ahead of them. And then I've got the Giants coming in at 10-6, and then Dallas Cowboys staying top of the division, winning it again at 12-4, which puts them as puts them as a second seed for my NFC for the NFC here. Then I
It's
we
a
can move.
very
Yeah, I know. I mean, for that division of it, it's a tough one to get because they're all maybe apart from not Philadelphia playoff teams. But
yeah.
I like Philly right now. I can see them maybe coming together in the next 2-3 seasons, but not expecting anything too drastic now.
Fair. It's
All right,
very
should we
fair.
move on to the NFC West? Um,
Yeah.
well, I find the 10-6 Seattle Seahawks winning the division for again, and then the Cardinals come back 9-7, but it's not good enough for the playoffs. Then we have the 5-11 LA Rams, who do pick up some wins here, and then we have the team with the number one overall pick going 1-15, the San Francisco 49ers. And do you want to
Oh,
guess who that one win is against?
the Browns.
I've got the San Francisco 49ers coming off a bye week and playing against the Seahawks and beating them. As you do.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
I know. I thought it was. I mean, it's the one. It's like a one game that they'll win, and they'll beat the Seahawks and be like, "Great, we've done
Okay.
it. No worries."
Okay, so mine is a little bit. So I got the Seahawks at number one, going 13-3 and taking
Mm.
the top seed as well, and then the Cardinals second, 8-8. The Rams third, 3-13, and then the 49ers last, also 1-15. But their one win that I'm giving them doesn't come until week 16 when they win against the Jacksonville.
Jags. Wow.
Yeah.
The Jags getting so much love on our podcast right now. All right, let's move on to the last division. I got the NFC North right here, and this is where we find the number one seed in the NFC with the 13-3 Green Bay Packers, who and the rest of the division has a losing record with the 7-9 Minnesota Vikings, the 6-10 Detroit Lions, and we have the 3-13 Chicago Bears. Which for me is what I have, and I don't really see anything changing with this. The NFC North is not really the powerhouse that it kind of used to be.
Yeah. I mean, the Packers are still definitely the.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it used to have like other contesting
Yeah.
teams.
All right. Well, my NFC North continues my weird run of winning records in the NFC, where I've got the Packers winning it, going 11-5, and then in second place the Vikings going 10-6, but missing out on the playoffs, and then the Lions in third place 9-7, and then the Chicago Bears 1-15.
1-15. Who's their one win coming against?
Against the 49ers in week 13.
Wow.
So I'm literally up till week 13. I'm gonna have two like 0-13 teams.
Oh, well, at least one of them gets a win then.
Yeah.
All right, so just repeating my ones. It's got number one seed in the NFC, being the Green Bay Packers. Number two, the Dallas Cowboys. The Carolina Panthers coming at number 3, with the Seattle Seahawks coming at number 4. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to visit the Carolina Panthers, and the New York Giants are going to go and play the Seattle Seahawks in the playoffs. So it'll be very exciting to see. I'm really hoping that comes true. Actually, that would be a pretty. I'm excited already for my predictions. I like it.
Not as exciting as for me. I would have the Seahawks go as number 1 seed. Number 2 seed, the New York Giants. Number 3 seed, the Atlanta Falcons. Number 4 seed, the Green Bay Packers. Number 5 seed, the Panthers.
Woo!
And number 6 seed, the Dallas Cowboys.
The Cowboys coming in number 6 seed. Or at least they're making the playoffs again.
Yeah, but it's a very unadventurous pick for playoff teams. I have to say.
Yeah, there's no
It's
real
pretty much
surprises that we have in ours.
all the standard teams.
I mean, the Ravens are probably my most. I mean, I don't have I don't have the the Falcons in the playoffs, so I guess that's kind of maybe a little bit adventurous.
A little bit biased, maybe.
Yeah, probably a little bit biased. Yeah, probably.
Always good to admit to it.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have bias for your division.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can back it up because the Patriots will probably
obviously
just
the
win all their
Patriots
games.
will win, but you have what were the Bills and the Jets going?
Let me find that again. So, Bills and Jets, 2-14 and 1-15.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. I think we'll end it there for this podcast on that blatant rubbish bias from Will there. Hope you enjoyed it. And there's football. The first preseason games tonight, or is it tomorrow night? Oh, and Hard Knocks comes back. Oh yes. 12:30
kickoff tonight, and Hard Knocks is back on Friday.
Oh yeah. Well, it's probably Thursday night for them, no?
Yeah, I'm not. I think it might have aired already, but
Oh,
you don't get
really?
access to it
Oh,
until.
we
Well, I
don't
know
get
that
it until then.
I can't watch it on NFL Network until Friday.
Alright, let me check this out. Hard Knocks. Here we go. Season 1. Oh, it's out today. It was out. It was out
Is it?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh,
Episode 1 with
whoa.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers out on the 8th of August 2017, which was yesterday as we're recording it on the 9th. But anyway, guys, I might go ahead and watch that afterwards. Yeah, I probably will do.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go watch that as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. We'll chat to you guys next week after we have some more. After we have some playoff games to talk about, and hopefully some more news coming through.
Yeah, I will probably be doing the next podcast from America as well.
Ooh, very exciting. So there you guys have it. Next week, the Between the Numbers podcast goes international. See you guys then.